Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Joel, and this is A Stable Life. We're starting the morning off right. Gavin and I are here at the exact same time. Gavin, what do you think of the new railing?
It looks great.
It just looks so good, doesn't it, guys? Oh, and what do you think of the sign? You think it really steps it up?
I think it makes it feel like a stable home.
Hey, there we go. So you guys know the drill. We're getting started with measuring out this morning. We've got a lot to do. However, yesterday Gavin was taking care of the horses and notified us that we had a problem.
A big problem.
And we'll show you guys that problem in a second. But for now, we're gonna get started on measuring out. So now that we have all of the grain and hay in the stalls, I can show you guys what's taking place. Yeah, we got a tree down. It was a lot more, but Gavin actually worked yesterday on clearing it up quite a bit. We'll head over and check it out once all the horses are in. But for now, we need to take care of the donkeys.
Because the tree has fallen and it makes, a loud sound when a tree falls, the donkeys got very scared and have since not eaten any of their food or hay. They're afraid to go back in their stall again. So I'm just gonna check quick if they actually ate their stuff over the night. Well, their grain's gone. Seems a little bit of hay is missing that I put in yesterday. So they definitely came in and ate a little bit, which is good. It's a good thing. Much better than them just eating grass.
You all right there, buddy? Yeah, let's give you guys some food. There you go. Oh, they're switching. Oh yeah, they're still a little intimidated, but I think they'll be okay. Ultimately. With them taken care of, we can now let in all the horses. You think we can make this, Gavin?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, what is that, the 6th time in a row?
Maybe the 7th.
What do you think, Scoots? All right, let's let these beauties in. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, William. Okay, Jack, calm it down, calm it down. Hey, Rebel, hey, George. Hey, Champ. How's the eye? Looking good, looking good. A little tired, but good. Good to see. Hey, puppy. All right, Gavin's gonna close up all those doors. Let's go ahead and take a look out here and see how this tree looks. Now, this is the one tree that's actually in the middle field. You'll notice that the rest of the trees are on the other side of the fence, except for that pine tree. This pine tree is on this side of the fence, which is kind of crazy, and was alive and, well, I guess not doing too well. It fell over. So this is how it looks now. Gavin cut up quite a lot of it, as you can see. Like, wow, he did quite a lot of work in here. But we got quite a lot more to do yet. I think we're definitely going to need the bigger wagon, the one that's holding Quikrete. We want that one kind of used for manure anyway, because it can hold so much more. And then we'll put the other big wagon that doesn't have the side rails on. We'll put the Quikrete in that one. That's pretty crazy. I kind of wonder, because it was a big tree, so I wonder how much bigger it was when it fell. We'll have to hear Gavin's account of what happened and what took place. But let's get the rest of the herd in and then we'll talk about that. Morning, Suede. Morning, Declan, Danny, Samson, Duke, Spitfire, Weather, Danny, Sriracha, Poncho, Archer, Skywalker, Obi, Gavin, and then we got Casino, Argento, and looks like Tucker making their way up. Good stuff. By the way, as you guys can see, Sriracha is back out in the big field and doing well, which is something we're so happy to have. I'm looking forward to getting a look at Spitfire and seeing how he's doing. From what I can see so far, things are looking promising for a lot of the horses, which is good. So Gavin, this is all your handiwork so far. Tell us what happened, how you discovered it, how far out the tree was. Give us all the details.
So yesterday, Monday, I came to feed horses. I measured out the food, dumped it in all the buckets, went out to get some hay with the wagon, saw a tree, this tree hanging out to about probably where this is right here, where these, yeah. So I was a bit confused. I was like, the tree has fallen. What do I do? I texted the boss. I asked her if she wanted me to cut it up a bit. She said, and I quote, "if you want to." So I did. As you can see from the pine needles, this is a type of pine tree. I don't know what type of pine tree this is, but there is pine cones. Very sappy. grabbed the chainsaw. I started cutting some of the outer branches first, making my way, kind of separating it all, pushing it away so I have more room. And then I got to the big branches, and then took about a couple hours, and then it started raining. And with an electrical chainsaw, it's not the best to cut while raining. So I stopped cutting a little bit further. I took some stuff down to the brush pile, got it all set, and then it was just about time to feed. I moved all the stuff that I pushed away back right here so I could get started feeding so I can finish on time for when I needed to be done.
Well, Gavin, you did a phenomenal job. I mean, I definitely think if you didn't do that yesterday, we would not have gotten this mopped up today.
Probably not.
So this will be at this afternoon's job. We have a lot of projects that we need to work on, but when stuff like this happens, this takes precedence over anything else. We got to get this cleaned up and cleared out before the horses make their way in here, being curious.
The curious Georges that they are. Hint at George.
Don't want any of them getting hurt, so we'll get this cleared up this afternoon. So that way things are back the way they used to be. And we'll see if we can even save the jolly ball, so the horses still have the jolly ball.
I hope we do. Yeah.
And so with that, we'll be resuming morning feeding. Gavin is going to be getting hay for the horses. I'm going to be taking care of manure. It looks like they polished off a little bit more of that big field feeder, but not so much so that I want to put a new round bale in there yet. So I'm thinking just one round bale for the middle field. There's a bale I noticed in the 4th row. So when you come out the gate on the right-hand side, closest to us, there's a bale that got hit with something and the backside's ripped. Grab that one and put that one right in here for the middle field. When you're done with that, change the bale spear to the bucket, because I'm going to take the Quikrete out of the big wagon, put it in the bucket. The wagon that we're currently using for manure, we'll put Quikrete in that, so we have the bigger wagon for moving brush and then manure in the future. Let's do it. Hey, Gavin.
I remembered from yesterday. You got it.
That is a good looking machine right there. All right, so this is all the manure actually from keeping sriracha in, so I got quite a bit here. So I'm thinking we'll take this over to the donkeys, clear out the donkeys, and then we'll get started on the manure in the barn. Well, that's all the manure, and we got a full load, 2 full loads for today, which is awesome. All right, now you guys have seen this Quikrete, and it's been chilling here for quite a while. And we are planning on using this. This is gonna be responsible for the new run-in shed and hay feeder in the middle field, which is pretty exciting. But for now, we just need to keep it stored and keep it out of the rain until we are able to get to that. So for now, I'm gonna transport the Quikrete from here into the tractor bucket. Now each of these bags are 80 pounds, so I'm just going to move them out of this wagon into the tractor bucket and then into the other wagon, freeing this wagon up for us to move that brush. Now this is going to be pretty heavy. You'll notice a difference on your steering, so just keep that in mind. Whew. Quite the workout. All right, we're gonna put this in the other wagon. It's good to have this wagon back with us. I missed it. All right, you guys. Good news, feeding is all wrapped up and taken care of for the morning, and Spitfire is looking good, as is the rest of the horses. Not to mention that wet spell I was worried about coming really is fizzling out, which if we needed the rain would be a little disappointing, but we don't. So it's actually a good thing. And they're even calling for more dry weather ahead. So I hope that everybody that needs the rain is getting the rain, because we needed some dry weather and we're getting it. So that's great. It's lunchtime, so we'll head on up and see what we have for lunch. Got a few things I need to take care of for my mom. And then after that, we'll get started on cleaning up that tree. All right, we are finally at the part of the day where we can actually put some work in on the tree. And from what I'm seeing, we will need to tighten the chain on this. And it does need some fresh bar and chain oil. Definitely putting this saw to work, that's for sure. Okay. Got our eye protection down here. And just in case, I even brought an extra saw. It's not mine though, so if I don't have to use it, I won't use it, because I only have one saw, and that's this one. Gavin has already gotten started moving brush, all the stuff that's small enough to fit in the wagon. We're gonna head on down there and start cutting things up, making things smaller, and see how big a dent we could put into this tree. Okay guys, I think we're gonna start on this side here, clear things up a little bit so they're easier to handle. Man, if I had a brush grapple for my tractor, that would be sweet. Just make a pile there of stuff that he can grab. That'd be easy, huh? And since this is a live pine tree, or I should say was, let me tell you guys, these gloves are coming in handy because the sap is crazy. I hear Gavin on his way back. Better make sure I got a pile for him. This saw is just so good. You know?
I agree.
First load is heading out. I should say the second load, but you know, so much more to do. Teamwork, man, that's what it takes. All right, guys, things are going pretty well. I think I'm gonna, instead of focusing on filming, I'm gonna focus on cutting and getting the things piled up. So we're gonna transition right into this time lapse. There we go. Now we're able to really start hauling some ground. Get this area nice and cleaned up and polish things off nice.
And there we go. Just like that, it's all gone. Almost no time at all. Just a couple of hours.
And like Gavin said, with that all cleaned up, that means that we were able to feed horses. He was working on clearing up that brush. After you saw me leave the time lapse, I started feeding horses. One of the clients was down here and ended up helping me feed. So things worked very smoothly down here and we got the horses all taken care of and they're out for the evening. But before we end the video, we got a lot of packages in from our Amazon wish list. So let's go ahead and open things up and see what you guys sent us. First up, we have some hoof hardener sent in from Jim and Cheryl, as well as a gift card. Thank you so much, guys. As you guys have seen, we have really been using this stuff quite a lot lately, so we appreciate this very much. Thank you.
And a thank you to Margaret for Durasol.
Next up, we were given a direct shipment from Dover Saddlery, which contains 5 containers of Durasol, as well as a $100 wine voucher. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. This was absolutely exceptional of you. I remember a comment from somebody mentioning that they bought something directly from Dover Saddlery, but I can't remember your name right now. I feel so bad about that, but you know who you are, and thank you so much. This was so nice of you.
Thank you so much to Anonymous for the Mud Shield powder. You know how useful this has been recently.
Next, we have a Amazon gift card from Nikki. Nikki, thank you so much. We really appreciate this. Next, we have 3 containers of SWAT. This is a fly repellent ointment from Adam, all the way from Colorado. Adam, thank you so much. This was so generous of you. We appreciate this. And lastly, we have a container of Mud Shield powder, as well as 2 pairs of gloves from Lisa. And Lisa, just to let you know, they are a perfect fit. Thank you so much. This was so generous of you.
Now let's hope I don't lose one of these.
On behalf of all of us here at A Stable Life, we'd love to say thank you. You guys are so awesome. We really appreciate everything that you guys have sent. We literally have the best community and audience here at A Stable Life. Don't you agree, Gavin?
100%.
And it's gonna be on that awesome note that this is where we're drawing an end to the video for today. If you haven't,
be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
And comment down below any storm cleanup stories that you'd love to share. We'd be happy to read them. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.